burnout, it's not a binary state. So let's rewind. Year 2000. So I'm in a .com startup. It was just me and 3 other founders. I was the tech guy. And what happens to the tech guy when the company grows? Well, the tech guy hires more tech guys, and suddenly the tech guy is a manager, right? And it's like, what just happened? Now I'm a manager. Shit, how do I do this? So I was being a manager for years without understanding that there is a thing called management and a thing called leadership, right? Really interesting and stressful, but kind of fun. Problem is I had my hand in the code still, right? And I was kind of the technical bottleneck person and trying to be a manager, which really sucks. So I realized that I have to get my hands out of the code. And I managed that after a while. Maybe after half a year of being a bottleneck, I managed to get out. And cool, I'm not the bottleneck. I can be a leader full-time. Cool, now I'm going to be a great leader, right? I'm sitting at my desk. Wow, I'm going to be a leader. Now what do I do? But then something really weird happened. I noticed that something had gone wrong in my head because I couldn't make decisions anymore. People would come to me and say, hey, Henrik, here, could you just sign this invoice? I'm like, should I sign it? Should I really be signing? What if you sign it yourself, or do we? I just got caught up on small decisions, day-to-day decisions. Are we going to start this project or not? Just all these little things. It was really weird. It's like I couldn't make decisions. I would get really stressed for small, silly decisions. I talked to someone in my team about it, and I was really lucky because this person had been through an experience which was really scary. He told me that he had been, like 5 years earlier, been an entrepreneur running a company. And then one day, and it was really stressful, but also really exciting and interesting. One day he passed out. He just passed out. And he was carried to the hospital. And he couldn't talk, he couldn't eat, he couldn't even eat. They gave him intravenous food, like that. He lost his family, he lost his job. He was gone, right? Total burnout. After about a year, he started coming back slowly. So he had to reboot his whole life. And what he told me was, when I described these symptoms, he said, Henrik, that's the last step. That was the last thing that happened to me before I passed out. I was like, shit. Now I was scared. And I realized I'm heading for this wall at like breakneck pace. So I decided to just stop. I told my team, I'm going to take a break, a long break. I don't know how long. I'm not going to check my email. I'm just going to be gone. So who wants to be CTO? So, okay. Go for it. Good luck, right? I talked to the board of directors, said the same thing. I need to take a break. They were really good about it. They realized that the alternative is a burned out Henrik, and what's the benefit of that to anybody? So I just went home, and I slept, and I slept, and I slept, and I slept, and I was like this zombie figure, right? Wake up, put on my robe, wander around, eat some food, go back to sleep again. It was a really weird state to be in. And after a couple of months of just being this kind of vegetable, not as bad as my friend who had totally crashed, right? I was functioning, but very much down. I started getting like a little impatient. Like, I'm starting to feel a bit kind of, bored. I want to do something now. I'm starting to feel a bit stronger. So I started gradually going back to work, although I didn't want to be CTO again because that job is quite stressful. You got a lot of different things to do. So I was like, I'm going to start carefully. I'm going to be a project manager. Felt a little bit easier. I get to focus on one thing. So I came in and I was a project manager for this technical thing. And what surprised me was what I saw when I came back. What I saw was an army of zombies around me. I looked around, I just saw tired people. And I felt like Superman. I was so focused. I came in and I was like, I could, in 3 to 4 hours, I'd be done with what would have been maybe 2-3 days work normally, and I could like go home. It was amazing the amount of stuff I got done in no time at all, and I felt completely calm. It was like this Zen thing, right? I could come in and just rule the world. And around me, I just saw tired people that I really felt sorry for. And that's when I realized that, okay, burnout, it's not a binary state, right? Often it's described as, you're either fine or you're burned out. But I realized, no. I think most people are in some kind of a semi-burnout state. Do you recognize that? Hand up if you recognize that, right? And that's a lot of hands.